The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. There is a proverb that says, he who leans against a tree that is falling will surely fall with it. For 70 years, Africans have been told to lean against the great tree of Western security. We're told that if we give up our uranium, our gold, and our right to choose our own friends, the masters will protect us. But today, 3rd March 2026, the tree is not just leaning, it is breaking. The news is official. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem has locked its gates. The State Department has screamed, "Depart now," to eat people across the Middle East. Why? Because the superpower can no longer protect its own children from the fire it has started. This is not just a Middle East problem. This is an African wake-up call. If they cannot save their own people in Jerusalem, how can they save you in Accra, Bamako, or Niamey? Tonight on the latest Urgent One, we'll look into the ruins of their protection to find the blueprint for our own survival. To understand why we are in danger today, we must look at the change of yesterday. Since the Berlin Conference of 1884, our sovereignty has been outsourced. We were taught that we are too small to defend ourselves. The patterns of betrayal. The Lumumba lesson, 1961. We trusted the UN to protect our first elected leader. They watched while he was taken and destroyed. The Libya betrayal 2021. They used the protection of civilians as a mask to unalive a leader who wanted an African gold-backed currency. The Sahel security trap. For a decade, foreign bases sat in our desert claiming to fight terror, while the terror only grew. They were not there to be our shield. They were there to be our resistant masters. An African proverb says, borrowed water does not quench thirst. We have been drinking the borrowed water for Western Defense Agreement for too long. But look at the news today. The US has admitted it cannot even assist its own citizens in Israel anymore. The water has dried up. The masters are thirsty and they are looking for a way out. Look at the facts of March 3rd, 2026. The US has admitted to losing a lot of soldiers in combat. They have told Americans in 15 nations to run for their lives. This is what Operation Epic Fury has brought us. Not a quick victory, but a great abandonment. The lesson for the global south. When the Iranian lion struck back at 27 bases, the Western shield crashed. The technology they sold us as unbeatable, the Iron Domes, the Eagles, was proven to be mortal. When the shepherd runs away, the sheep must learn to sharpen their own horns. The US is the shepherd who ran. If they are leaving Jerusalem, do you think they will stay in Africa to defend you? No. They will pack their drones and their diplomats, and they will leave us with the mess they created. This is why the AU and ECOWAS are sounding the alarm today. They see the energy prices rising. They see the food security collapsing. They know that when the West sneezes, Africa catches pneumonia. So, what do? Do we cry because the master is leaving? No. We celebrate because the mask is finally off. The AES blueprint. The alliance of the Sahel state has shown the way. They didn't wait for permission. They told the foreign forces to leave. They started building their own intelligence, their own defense, and their own narrative. A person who builds his own house does not fear the rain. We must build our own shield. No more borrowed air defenses. We need an African unified force. 2, we must control our own story. If we rely on their media, we believe their lies about fresh talks that don't exist. 3, we must decouple from their wars. When they strike Tehran, we shouldn't be the ones suffering from energy prices. We have the oil, we have the sun, we have the gold. Why are we still waiting for their ships to arrive? The era of the battlefield ended on March 3rd, 2026. The masters are in retreat. Their embassies are closed. Their soldiers are falling. Their media is lying. The final warning. An African proverb says, the sun does not forget a village just because it is small. Africa is not small. We are a giant that has been sleeping in the shadow of a fallen tree. It is time to stand up. It is time to build a G1 that belongs to us. A world where our sovereignty is not a gift from Washington, but a right we defend ourselves. Stay vigilant, family. The world is changing fast. Don't be left behind in the ruins of their order. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell because we are the storytellers now. God bless the AES. God bless the new Africa. As Africans, we stayed here believing in the narrative that these are the people that can come into the continent to save us. Yet the same people are struggling today to protect their own people. When the United States of America made this proclamation, a lot of Africans believed, especially when it came to Nigeria, that they claimed they were coming to set them free. We sang the songs of these people not being able to defend themselves, to talk of defending the African. But the African still didn't believe it because we are sold a narrative through their media that they are the only people that can set us free. So the African was busy waiting for the United States of America to come and set us free. Finally, US is in Africa. Finally, US citizens are in Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Iraq, all over the Middle East. Yet, the United States of America is closing embassies and telling their citizens, find your way out because we can no longer guarantee you safety. Neither can we take you out of these places. So if the United States of America, then Nigeria and all Africans, Nicki Minaj, all claim that they are the ones that can only set us free, cannot even protect and save their own citizens, what does it tell us in Africa? This is a wake-up call. Our leaders believe so much in foreign bases. When Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso were closing the bases, African Union gave sanctions. ECOWAS gave sanctions. But today, ECOWAS, African Union, have you seen that the United States of America hasn't been able to protect its own citizens? Today, Iran has amassed all of you, the leaders in Africa, including Yolo Popo, the same people who said Africans, they are the only people that can defend us. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso saw the danger. They built themselves. And today, we are proud of the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Those of you who are still eating democracy and think the only thing the African needs is democracy, Iran is telling you, wake up. And those of you having these foreign bases in your countries, Iran is telling you, I am watching you because the wounded lion is hunting everyone. No stone is left unturned. We just need to understand as Africans that if we are not able to protect ourselves, there is nobody on this earth that can protect you, the African. The time for you to stop praying for protection should be now because Iranians are Muslims. Israelis, some of them are Christians, they also believe. Yet we don't see them with the Torah, we don't see them with the Bible, we don't see them with the Quran. Look at what they are fighting themselves with. That should tell you, as Africans, we need to protect ourselves, we need to build our own defense systems, and that is the only way the African can survive in this new world. The old world ended on February 28, 2026. We are now in a new world, and the time for you sitting in your parliament houses talking and declaring slavery to be a crime is over, because in this new world, these things will not fit in. We have believed in the oppressor for so long, but today the oppressor is telling you, I can't even protect my own people. So how can they protect us when their own citizens can't be protected. They lied to the world that they are there to protect the Iranian citizens from a dictator. But today, they themselves, who claim they are democratic, can't even protect their own citizens. That is the world for us. We must wake up from our delusion and from the narrative that they cooked for us. If we are not able to save ourselves, there is none that can save you, the African. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. I'm in the United States of America.